Hello, everybody. This is another episode of the Sabin Video Podcast. We, of course, are always brought to you by a huge thank you to Joe Rogan and the JRE, the Joe Rogan Experience Podcast. He is available on iTunes, Ustream, and YouTube. We, of course, are also brought to you by a huge thanks from Science. The only energy drink I drink, no crash, no jitters. If I could speak, motherfucker. 0 calories, sugar-free, no crash, no jitters. There we go. Got it that time. It's the only energy drink I drink. It's delicious. This is a continuation of the one that I just did, so I'm still drinking Blue Pomegranate. Let's crack this baby open. All right, we're going to talk about some movies and music, because why the hell not? Some of the things that I've enjoyed personally, in case for some reason, I don't know why I would, I'm not sponsored, spokesman, anything for any of these companies that I'm about to mention, but I do love the product. So as I said in the other podcast, Maggie is a movie that I was interested in viewing. It's been like 2 minutes since the last podcast ended, by the way. I'm now sitting here because laying on the floor is a bad idea. I can't do both. Talk to the dog and this. So we're up here. Normally, zombie kind of things I'm not really interested in. Although a buddy of mine did turn me on to Resident Evil, which is awesome. I am yet to see the 5th one. Don't tell me what happens. I'm looking to buy that on Amazon. I do most of my purchasing through Amazon, actually. Of course, 1 through 4 I bought while I was at Meijer. So I have seen 1 through 4 twice. Great set of films. Again, I'm not normally into that kind of thing, mostly because the whole plot line is screwed. That reminds me, I gotta tell you something. I'll get to it in a minute. So normally every single movie that has to do with that is based on the same thing, with the same genre, with the same idea, with the same... And it sucks. That's why I was never really into them, because it was like, alright, it's science fiction, fantasy, screwed up shithole. So to clarify, I also watched The Walking Dead. I'll get to that in a second also. I'll just group them all together. With most zombie type movies, shoot them in the head. Is a virus outborn, or just sometimes they don't even explain how they got to said state. It just happened, which is fucking weird. That's how it is with like The Walking Dead. No one's really quite sure why the fuck this is happening. It just is. Be nice if you had a little explanation there. Some kind of virus, something. Anyway, in Resident Evil, it's explained by, well, there was a virus that they were trying to create and weaponize, kind of like Dying Light, which is a great game. And it got out, it got airborne, and it infected everybody in the building. And this computer, the Red Queen, this is pretty much the entire first movie, killed all of them. And they become zombies and infect the world. Great set of movies, like I said. But the plot lines really got me, because I'm interested in that kind of thing. I like to know how shit happened. And it's been worked off from there. And that is, they figured out that, you can weaponize this virus. You can use it to attack things. Huh. Well, if we combine it with somebody, can they become better weaponed? And that's what happens with the main character, Mila Jovovich, who is Alice. It's called the T-virus. She's infected with it, and she becomes basically a giant super weapon. Again, I sound nerdy when I try to explain this. It's a good movie. But they don't, they just I gotta think, how is the second one set up? So, they infect 2 people with it. Things happen to them. Try not to give away most of the movie. And there's a giant outbreak. And it's Alice kicking some ass. And taking revenge on the Umbrella Corporation, which is the corporation she worked for. It's a very good movie. I would definitely watch it if I was you. With that, so I also watched The Walking Dead, which Fear the Walking Dead will come out, I think it's the 29th of August. Let me Google that real quick. I don't want to be wrong. It's not like with baseball a minute ago where I didn't care if I was wrong. I don't know anything about that. August 23rd. Okay, see? I care about this, so I'll look it up. Not that I don't care about sports. It's just one of those things where it's like, it's baseball. I watch it, but I don't know what's going on in the background with trades and things. I barely know half the people on the roster. But anyway, with the Fear the Walking Dead, it comes out the 23rd. Only on AMC. Definitely check it out. It's supposed to be the kind of a different group, but what happened, explaining what the fuck is going on, I guess, is what's supposed to happen. That was one of the big, like I said a minute ago, problems I had with it was, well, nothing's really explained. I only just recently got the first, what's it called? I want to say discography, but that would be music. It's kind of like that. It's the first condendum. It's the first 50, I believe, of the graphic novels. I just recently started reading it. It's actually pretty good. Better than the show, by far. It's just how they set it up. It's better. And what's going on in the book. But one of the main reasons I started watching The Walking Dead to begin with, so I was, like I said, always on the part of, it's about zombies, kind of dumb. Then my cousin's like, no, you need to check this out, man. So I watched it. Turns out it's only half really about the zombies eating people. It's more about what people do to each other when they're pushed into impossible situations. That people turn on each other. People are assholes. For instance, in The Walking Dead, for those who haven't watched it, there's a character who shows up in season... Alright, so season 1 is explaining who the people are. Season 2, they show up at a guy named Herschel's house. He's awesome. And in season 3, one of the people who's an asshole shows up. I'll put it that way. He's the governor. And the governor, who sounds like a discount version of Liam Neeson when he talks, don't believe me, Google anything he says. He sounds like a discount Liam Neeson. If you didn't look at him, you'd think that might be who's talking. And he wants to destroy the other group so that he's got his own place. It's, again, he's got his own safe haven that he's built. And he thinks that anybody who's an outsider is a threat to that. And he is and isn't right. Also is and isn't right in the head. As proven by something you see in like the first or second episode with him in it. For those who've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. Fish tanks. There, see? In case you didn't, now you do. But anyway, it's a good show. It's worth watching. Fear the Walking Dead comes out the 23rd of August. Only on AMC. Walking Dead can be seen only on AMC. They come out... hang on a second. The Walking Dead, the original set, comes off. I know that's when the first episode aired. I want to know when the next one is. Hang on, it's going to take me a second. They announced it. I saw a trailer for it. It's probably, I guess, October. Yes, I've seen the trailer. October 11th. Oh, 2 days before my birthday. So, yeah, I'll go back to this. The actual Walking Dead comes back on the 11th. Fear the Walking Dead comes on the 23rd. Both of those are only seen on AMC. Both of them are... the first one's probably going to be a great show, and The Walking Dead itself is a great show. A lot of stuff is going on. So if you don't... So this is one of those shows I wouldn't pick up during Season 6. I'd watch from Season 1 onward, and I'd Google certain things that's going on in the book because it helps explain what the hell is going on. But another show that I started watching on Amazon actually, Amazon Prime Video. I'm a Prime member. Was Strike Back. It's originally on Cinemax. If you're not 18 and you're not comfortable with lots of fucking, I wouldn't watch it. I didn't realize that's what was going to go on at all. But they're getting ready to air their final season. I don't get Cinemax, so I'm going to have to wait for it to be on Prime. That's a decent show. Again, there's certain things that you just go, all right, what the fuck? Like, all the fucking. It's a what the fuck moment. You've got to be fucking kidding me. If they cut some of that out, and I normally wouldn't say that, but if you cut some of that out, it'd make the show better. Of course, Game of Thrones just ended not too long ago. I don't know when it ended exactly. That's starting to kick up into the really important shit. That's another great show. I totally advise you watching it. Like I said, it just ended, so I don't know when it goes back on. Silicon Valley, which is on right after Game of Thrones, is a great show. It's hilarious. I totally recommend you start watching that. If you're into kind of workplace dark comedy, that'd be your kind of show. It's like The Office uncensored. Actually, I'd say it's better than The Office, which is pretty difficult for me to say because I love The Office, which you can watch on Netflix. I advise you do. The American version. The British version I didn't watch. But the U.S. version, pretty good, especially because of Steve Carell, who's hilarious, along with the other cast members, and eventually Ed Helms. I'm trying to think right off the top of my head, is there anything else I'm really watching? Justified had their series finale. I did not get to see it. I didn't watch any of the last season, actually, so I need to do that. Sons of Anarchy, another show that's FX, no longer on. It's on Netflix. All 7 seasons are on Netflix. Sons of Anarchy is, in my opinion, the best television show ever made. To run on cable. It beats The Walking Dead. It's about a biker gang. It's a great show. And the fact that because it was too violent and it had too many drug references and this, and this, the Academy comes up with too many fucking excuses. We won't get an award for any of what happens during that show, even though I think every single actor in the show deserves an Emmy. Great show. It's on Netflix. I totally advise you guys start watching that. Let me think here. Movies that are either about to come out or are out at the moment. Vacation, I definitely want to see. If you've seen it, don't tell me what's going on. I've heard it's hilarious. I watch Christmas Vacation every year. Bit of a fan. So hopefully that's it holds its own. I've heard good things. So I'll let you know if I go and see that. I just heard that Arnold Schwarzenegger is in the middle of shooting Triplets, which is a sequel to Twins. Danny DeVito will be in it, and it's, from what I've understood, the third person, the triplet, that they find is going to be Eddie Murphy. So it should be fucking hilarious. Huge into that. That's pretty much it when it comes to movies. Of course, I just thought of it. Deadpool is going to be coming out soon. That looks good. Fantastic Four looks good. Ant-Man I have not seen yet. Heard great things. Suicide Squad comes out sometime this year. There's another movie that's coming out in 2000 and I think I read 16. I think it comes out in 2016. The Jungle Book. In fact, let me Google it. This is me running off my own thoughts. That's why I brought my glasses. That's why a lot of the time I don't know what I'm doing. No, not the 1967 one. The new one. 2016. Okay. April 15th of 2016. To give you, of course, it's the Jungle Book. So, I mean, the Jungle Book is the Jungle Book. But allow me to give you a little run through as to who's in it. Scarlett Johansson, Idris Elba, Ben Kingsley, Bill Murray, Christopher Walken, Mr. Fring from Breaking Bad. Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. Don't know who the other two people are either. But it looks, from what I just because of who I've read is in it, sounds like it's gonna be fantastic. Oh, Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation, that just came out. I intend on seeing that as well. Haven't heard anything about it, but I did see Ghost Protocol in the theater, and I thought Ghost Protocol was amazing. So I'll probably end up seeing that. The Bastard Executioner, if I could speak, is going to be coming on FX soon. That's written and directed by Kurt Sutter. He's the creator, producer, star, director of Sons of Anarchy. Very big on that. I'm trying to think if there's anything really else going on. Oh, crap, I lost it. Ted 2. I did go see Ted 2. Pretty funny. I would argue it's actually better than the first one. A lot more big names in the second one, as you can no doubtly tell from the fucking trailer. It has great moments. Once again, they make fun of Boston people, which is funny. Some great things happening, and it's totally worth watching. The next Hunger Games movie comes out. Again, I love Google. November 21st. No, that was the last one. There we go. 2015. Thank you. Where's my cursor? I was like, that didn't sound right. The first hint of why that didn't sound right, it said 2014 next to it. Yeah, it'd be a problem, wouldn't it? November 2nd, 20th. 20th of November, if I could fucking read. 2015. That is actually a franchise I did start watching. I was told to by about 40 people. I'm very interested to see how it concludes. That's what this is. It'll be the last one. Hopefully I won't be disappointed. I'm very excited that it'll be on. As I said before, I'm a huge fan of Game of Thrones, so there are 2 motherfuckers from that show, at least, that are going to be in the second one. One of them was in the first one, which was, of course, cool to see. I gotta find who it is real quick. Hang on. Natalie Dormer is the first one from that. Ooh, Elizabeth Banks is gonna be in it? Damn. And she plays Cressida, I think is how you pronounce her name. Anyway, in Game of Thrones, she is Queen Marjorie. Very interested to see how she does this. And another one of those actresses where if you don't see her in Game of Thrones, but you see her in something else, you realize that she's actually good looking. And that is, I'm going to slaughter your name, Gwendoline Christie. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Brain of Tath. All right? Happy? That's who that is. She's a very good actress. Brienne, sorry if I can talk. The late Philip Seymour Hoffman is going to be in this. Don't know how they're going to pull that off. All right, hang on. I got to answer a question from somebody. How tall is this woman? 6'3". Okay, so she's not that tall. All right, sorry. Because another Game of Thrones friend of mine asked me how tall is Brienne, and I actually didn't know. So, thank you, Internet Movie Database, for telling me that. Ooh, shit! Because I can see her credits, she's going to be in the Star Wars movie too. Oh, fuck yeah! Another big movie that I'm very interested to see come out. Another one that I saw on here. I don't know when it comes out again. I apologize. Actually, hang on, I can type. Go to the top of the screen. Yeah, but when in 2015? I know it comes out this year. The 6th of November. So, on the 6th of November, Spectre comes out. The next James Bond film. Very excited for that because basically what they've done is they've started the franchise over. It's kind of how it feels. They're reintroducing characters. They're changing characters. Like, Montepene is now black, which is cool. I don't mean that in any other way other than that's pretty cool how they did that. Somebody got killed off in the last one. I'm not going to tell you who. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. So, for my In Bruges fans, we're going to see a lot more of Mr. Waters. Sorry, again, I'm chuckling because I have now the movie rolling through my head. He's in it. I can't think of what his actual name is. Yes, buddy, a deaf. Harry Waters says hello. Ralph Fiennes. How the fuck you pronounce his name? Christopher Waltz, that's his name, is also going to be in it. He plays a very interesting character, and I could be wrong, but I think they're going to reintroduce Dr. No, which would be pretty fucking cool. And his cat. So, of course, very excited for another James Bond. Daniel Craig is still James Bond. In fact, I would prefer if they didn't replace him ever. He's great. He does a great job. Although it would be kind of cool if they somehow throw Sean Connery into one of them. That'd just be kind of funny. That's all. Maybe you could even ask him who he is. You know, have him sitting somewhere and who are you? It'd be kind of funny. I have a weird sense of humor, so wouldn't that be great? Southpaw with Jake Gyllenhaal. Again, I'm sorry I'm jumping. I'm noticing little snippets, and they're making me think of what movies are coming out, when, where, etc. Looks very interesting. For those who don't know, I don't know how you wouldn't know this. I'm a huge fan of mixed martial arts and fighting in general. Boxing, it's a boxing movie, so I mean I'm interested in it. Which reminds me of another movie I'll tell you real quick here in a second. Southpaw looks great. It's a boxing movie. Look up the trailer. That's all I can tell you. Look up the trailer on YouTube. Made me think of, I can't think of the name of it, the next Rocky movie, kind of. Rocky is helping train a guy. Again, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at it, so I don't know the names and I can't think of them. Again, look up the trailer. Looks great. There's one more movie I wanted to touch base on. If I can remember what the hell it was. I can't. Okay, I also said I would cover some music, so I'm in search of some awesome art. What I mean by art is album art. And I don't mean the little 2x6 thing getting a CD. I'm talking about vinyl. I'm a big fan of classic rock. I love pretty much anything during that time, during this, I'll say 60s and the 80s. After the 80s, it got weird. I'm a huge fan of Supertramp. If you don't know who that is, what rock have you been hiding under? the Eagles. Big fan of all of them. I'm looking for some awesome album art because I'm trying to get a friend of mine I'm trying to get him an awesome album for his birthday. And so if any of you have any suggestions, it'd be awesome. I might have to send a snippet of this to another friend of mine. I'll just send her a message. I have another friend of mine looking for it. If any of you guys have any suggestions, that would be awesome. Right now, I'm leaning towards. So I recently bought Paranoid. It's Black Sabbath. I'm thinking about buying another album of that and sending it to this person. If any of you guys can help me out with that, that would be awesome. I'm trying to think anything else. I'm trying to kind of wrap this up because I've been ranting, which is half the reason I made this damn thing, so I could rant about whatever the hell I want. Oh, True Detective. True Detective looks fantastic. If anybody's seen the first season, so I think we're going into the second season now, second or third. Please let me know how it is. Don't tell me what's going on. Just tell me if it's worth watching. I think I can watch it on Prime, so I might start doing that. Any other shows any of you guys want me to watch? It's me here we're talking about. Let me know. I'll check them out. Same thing with kind of movies, too. I'm a fan of pretty much anything. I love the horror genre, although too many people butcher it. Sinister 2 is coming out. I plan on seeing that. I own the first one. Other than that, yeah, I don't know. Give me suggestions. I'm running out of shit to talk about. So, sports is coming up soon, so thank God I'll be able to talk about that. But I would love to have a guest. If any of you guys want to be guests with me on here, we can talk about whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. Just tell me what it is beforehand. I might be able to find somebody. But anyway, like I said, thanks guys for watching. Love all of you. Of course, this is brought because of a huge thank you to Joe Rogan and the JRE, the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. It's funny, man. Great podcast. He has great guests. They talk about a lot of shit. My favorite ones that he does is when he has Duncan Trussell on. My other favorite, probably anytime he does Jim Norton, and that's because I'm a fan of sick, dirty comedy. That's how I am. He's on Netflix too. They just put it. What is it? Contextually Inadequate. I'm gonna watch that after I get off here. After I send this to Facebook. Sorry, I had to make sure I clarified because even I chuckled at that for a second. Also, because of a huge thank you to Science. It's the only energy drink I drink. No crash, no jitters. Aha, got it that time. 0 calories, sugar free. It's delicious. This one that I'm drinking is Blue Pomegranate. It's one of my favorites. My other favorite, as you've seen me drink probably about 50 times on here, is the Raspberry Lemonade. At Meijer, I've found that they sell 3 types. It's Frostberry Blast, Fruit Punch, and... what's the other one? Mango Guava. Of those 3, all 3 of them are good. My personal favorite out of the 3 of them, I'd probably lean towards the classic of Frostberry Blast, then Mango Guava, and then the Fruit Punch. Because I used to drink this shit when it was in a black can. Now it's in a silver can. I like the black can better, by the way. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, made in the USA. I always forget to add that. Anyway, if you watch this in the morning, have a great rest of your day. If you watch this in the afternoon, have a great rest of your afternoon and day. If you watch this at night, then good night. Daytime, obviously, when I shot the fucker. So, yeah. Bye.